Howdy y'all, welcome back to another episode of Modded Minecraft. Got my diamond tree. Now I already, when it grows, it already comes preloaded with like diamond fruits. Like I was saying, this is from the calculator mod. Like I was saying, this is I'm videoing this one like almost right after the other one, the one before this. So, well, not right after. Couple hours. It took me a while to get everything together and do all that stuff. But you take this little sickle, which you make with reinforced axe, reinforced shovel. Of course, all that stuff is you got to use the calculator or the dynamic calculator block to make all this stuff. It doesn't have a lot of durability. Just doing this tree almost killed this thing. The downside is so far it's been a while since I did it. I have not seen any regrowth, so I don't know if they regrow or not, and not sure what else I can do with it. But so after I was waiting for that to happen, I decided, okay, well, let me move on with the mod and get creating what I needed to do the power generation, and it involves this whole circuit thing where you've got to almost like sifting. You use a extraction chamber. You put dirt or stone in here, and it gives you a like a dirty or a damaged circuit. And then you use a restoration chamber or a reassembly chamber, and then of course you got to go over here to this analysis chamber. And this is where I hit my roadblock. If you notice right here, it's got 0 RF. And I cannot get this thing to take power from anything. Not directly from a tesseract. And now these are all the other tools. You see that they're hooked up to the same piping. This resonant flux duct back here. Everything's good to go. So I'm not sure what the issue is. What I may try to do is make some of the Ender IO stuff. I don't know why it would make a difference. I mean, if this stuff, if it won't take it directly from the tesseract, and it won't take it from these pipes, I don't know why it would take it from Ender IO conduits. Because these actually put out more. The pipes do put out more RF than the Ender IO ducts do by about maybe 10,000 RF, something like that. I think it's 20 something. These are 32. So that kind of sucks. So that just puts it in a kibosh, what I wanted to do with this mod. Now, there's some other cool stuff that it does. The tree, of course, was cool. It took 4 diamonds, I think, to make the sapling, and I got 19 back from the tree. Plus, I got 25 of these weakened diamonds, which I can't use anything other than calculator, but it does allow me to make other machines that require the weakened diamonds. If that makes any sense. And I don't have to burn my diamonds. Before, I had to take 1 diamond and make 4 weakened diamonds out of it. 1 diamond would give you 4 weakened diamonds and then 2 lapis. So not a great return. So what I think I'm going to do instead is mess around with a couple of Draconic items. I want to make the sword, and I want to make the pickaxe. Let me see. I want to make the sword, Sword of the Wyvern. It's pretty badass little sword. Plus 20 attack damage. That's unenchanted. I don't know if you can enchant these or not. And then, of course, I want to do the pickaxe. This thing's pretty cool. It's a variable area. It won't do, like, you can set it to safe mode so it doesn't, like, destroy your base type thing. So I've got plenty of draconium. I've been getting it as blocks, and, where is it? Getting it as in block form and then just hitting it with a fortune. And I've got a ton of this stuff. And, each one of these, of course, is an ingot. So, got plenty of that. My Hurdle, of course, I think will be wither stars, because each of these wyvern cores requires a wither star. Got enough redstone, so it's only 2. I can do that. I can definitely do that. So let me go kill some withers real quick. I won't make you see that on the tube here. I'm sure you've seen it tons of times. So I'm gonna go kill them real fast and be right back. We'll put a couple of these things together. Okay, what the heck? We might as well do this on video. We're just gonna do it real fast. There's only I only need 2, so I just need to kill 2. So it shouldn't take but just a second, you know. So we'll do the first one here. And this is just a real easy way to kill them. Get a little distance. And it's not the best sword in the world, but it does. You know, if I had a smite... Why is that? It's weird. I'm getting... I haven't had any kind of... Well, I have had some crashes, so it might have reset the achievements. Because I'm getting weird achievements that I should have long been had. Up you go. You know, I see all these convoluted ways people come up in videos of killing these things, all these machines and stuff, but ouch. But, you know, if you don't have access to all that stuff, you know, this is a real simple way to do that. And this does still actually work in 1.8, what do you call it, vanilla. It just, it requires a little bit different setup. It has to be kind of up in the roof of the nether, and it has to be, you have to find a section of bedrock where it's hollow above where his head's going to be. It took me forever on my vanilla world to find a good spot. But you can still do it. Alright, we got that stuff. I need to get, make sure I've got everything together. And we'll be back in a sec. I should have everything together now. Well, with the exception we do have to make a pick and a sword. So let me get some sticks. No, wait, I only need... Not you. Let me see here. So we need a pick for the pick, a diamond pick, because we're basically infusing it with draconium. And then we're going to do a sword also, part of the recipe. So each one required a wyvern core and an energy core. So we have 2 of those, and they both required, yeah. So we should be good, and then each one requires the thingy-majigger, the item. So we'll do the... Yeah, okay, so I'm going to guess they don't. That's because of the weapons, okay. So 1 of each of those, 2 of these things. That gives us the pickaxe. Alright, and now we'll do the sword, and then we'll take a look at what these things can do. The sword I want, because I want to try out the... they have their own like spawner system. It's more like Soul Shard Reborn, you know, where you're, I guess, more like that than it is. Let me see. They have, if I can get my mouse to move here. Here we go. They have a stabilized spawner system. So you can take like a spawner. Where is it? Stabilized mob spawner. You can take a regular spawner and with the wyvern core, excuse me for hitting the mic there, with the wyvern core, well, not with the wyvern core, with one of these draconic cores, it stabilizes that spawner. So then you can add any mob soul that you capture, but you need a Draconic weapon, I think, to get it. And I think there's even an enchant for it that ups your chance. Then you can turn that spawner into like a vanilla type spawner, but then you can buff it with with the Wyvern core to speed it up more, then an Awakened core, which of course, well, I don't know how close we are to that. The Awakened core is a whole ritual to get these blocks, and then you can use those blocks to make this other stuff. And then you have like the Nether Star, be within 16 blocks. I'll definitely be doing that. Yeah, so that's something I definitely want to get into. But to get the souls, I believe you have to use their tools or their weapons. So that's kind of why I wanted that. So if we look at this thing, you can see both of these are already charged up because we have a wireless charger that just charged that up for us back here. It's directly connected to the... That thing's actually kind of annoying because I had picked this thing up to move it, and it was almost completely empty. And, that's, 20 million RF or something that this thing holds, and it started sucking down power. And it pulled... It just drained this thing. If you have not seen this item, this is from RF Tools. This is called a network monitor. This is pretty neat. Instead of me having to go around and check every one of these, if I shift right click, it shows everything that's attached right there, and then I can just say, okay, I only want to see things that show the steam engine. And I can go and look at all the steam engines that are connected there, see kind of what they're doing. And let's say I find one that's... like I know there's no power, but one is completely draining. I can come over here and actually double click it, and it will show me which one it is. I mean, I can go right there and see what the problem is. And that kind of works with, I don't know if it works with chests and stuff. No, but it'll work with like these machines over here. It'll show you their power draw and what they have and what they're doing. Everything is connected right there. See all that? I mean, even the cables. So that's a really neat tool from RF Tools. Definitely something I wish I'd had many, many, many times. Many, many times. So where should we go test this? This will have to go somewhere. Well, hold on. First, let's look at if we hold shift for details. I think if we come up here, there we go. We can configure this somehow. Drag the HUD to change. I don't know what this means. Oh, okay, right. Back, no. Inventory, enchants. Oh, I can put enchants on it? How's that work? Drag and HUD changes to move. HUD to change location. Well, that don't work. Is it here? No? No? Well, that's heads up display. Alright, does anybody know how this thing works? I have no idea. How do I change the mode? Does it say on here? It's displayed. Draconic blade stronger. Let's look at our little thingamajigger here again. Our tablet. Let's go back. There's a way to damage sword power draconium. 3. See, I like that AOE attack. But how do you change everything? Tool configure GUI. Go see when you open the GUI shell that can be configured will be highlighted when you click on one of the highlighted items. Okay, let's try that real quick. So we go in here. Highlighted items, but it really doesn't. How do I change? This is why I don't do shit on video. Apply remove enchantments. When you click on the highlighted item, you'll see a list of settings specific to that item that you can adjust. Okay, maybe there's just none on the sword we can adjust. Now I know there's some on the pickaxe, so let's try this one. So we click that. Okay, here we go. So we want AOE safe mode, size. You can only do. No, let's go down. You can do a 1x1 or a 3x3. Okay. So we don't want to do 1x1. False, true, dig speed multiplier. How high can it go? Well, that's kind of suck. All right. Okay. Give me a second. I am going to go and look at this a little bit more and figure out what the hell I can do with this thing. Now, I'm thinking that I can go and, like, let's say I want, efficiency, silk touch, unbreaking, let's just say, for instance. But later down the road, I want, instead of silk touch, I want fortune. I think, from just looking at this, I can pull that in and out. But I'm going to go double check before I do something stupid and waste a lot of books. And I'll be back in just a second. I think I've got this figured out now. I was pretty much right. But there is a really kind of a neat thing with this. Is, just like I was saying, you can go in here and remove the enchants. So you can kind of come in here and set this up. Like if I want something else down the road. Let's say I want spirit, whatever, gosh, smiting. Let's say I want smite instead of sharpness. I can switch this out for smite, and then like say do a wither fight. So that's pretty cool. But what is also very cool is if we go in here and we say this one, and we take out soulbound. The sword is now unenchanted. Okay, I actually got that soulbound by enchanting it in here. So if I put it in there again, I got another soulbound. So apparently that's about the only enchant this thing gets. So now I can take that soulbound book and put that up in there and use that on something else, which is exactly what I did for the sword. So that's pretty cool. The one enchant that I want is called Reaper. I wish there was an easier way to move this thing around and scroll your mouse. The one that I would like, there was an older version of this where it was all laid out, didn't have any little pictures. The Reaper enchant right here. Chance of souls from mobs, it is a max level of 5. Drop out from mobs. Now, I have not seen that yet. I haven't been doing any major enchanting, but regular weapons. So I'm gonna guess it comes on the sword, but I don't want to keep. Maybe do something that I do a little bit later on. If I'm just not getting anything, So I'm going to head over to the nether. Let's head over to the nether real quick. And kind of go to our get a wither farm there. And see what kind of damage this thing will do to the mobbage. There we go. Let's come out of here. Oh, it's just going to freeze up for just a little bit. Okay. Come on, fly. Fly with me. Okay, we're going to turn this on. Get out of there so they don't hit us. Not worried about the wither so much as the stupid skeletons. Because regular skeletons also. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. So I don't know what the chance of mob drops are, or souls to drop are. So I'll probably just sit here and keep staring at this for a while. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to sit here and kill these guys for a little bit. Use a couple million of that mob essence and see what we get. And if I get a mob soul or anything, even if not, we'll be back in a little bit and kind of go over kind of our results. Be back in a little bit. Well, so far, no luck. I got tired of killing, waiting for withers to spawn, so I just went out and started slaughtering the populace, the local populace. And my luck is I get another stupid magma cube trophy, but I get no mob soul. And I could really use the gold from these guys. Gold would help me out tremendously. Because with the flawless calculator, I can actually convert gold into diamonds, but I don't have enough gold to make that worthwhile at the moment. And have a nice little zombie pigman spawner wouldn't be bad at all. Not bad at all. I do have a Ender IO powered spawner, but man, that thing takes like on just normal mode without any capacitor in it, it's like 800 RF to run that thing, and that's just not worth it. Not at the power level I'm at right now. Okay, you still mad at me? Come on, get some. You and your friends, bring it on. How about you? You want some? And so, I mean, they're cool weapons, they're good and everything, but I'm going to need a much better chance to, it's supposed to have like the same kind of chance that a red heart drops, and I've already gotten, no, I guess, no, I did, because I took it back when my inventory got full. This is actually a second inventory full of crap. So I'm going to keep plugging away at it. Let me go check the time real quick because there's something else I want to do if I have time. So I'll be back in just 1 second. Well, sorry to say, we're already around over the 20-minute mark, and I don't really want to get started on what I wanted to do, which I'm going to keep completely top secret until next episode. Not that big of a deal, but I'm just not going to get started right now. So that's going to be it on this one. Sorry about calculator. We'll still probably mess around with it. It's still got some neat stuff that it'll do. I've got to try to figure out why that block's not working, because I really want to try that power system, because it's got the potential to be amazingly huge multi-block. I mean, we can make it sick. But I've got to get power to that one block, because I've got to be able to get the circuits that, pretty much generate the power, or that you need to generate that power. So I really hope to get something going on that this episode. But what I'll do is, between now and then, is I'll try to figure out why that's not working, and see if I can get it going. And if I can, then we'll do it next time. If not, we'll move on to something else. I appreciate you guys coming by. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That'll let you know anytime I put out a new video. I'm trying to do about 3 a week right now. Not really a set schedule, but at least 3 times a week, trying to. So the best way to know is to hit that little subscribe button. Don't forget to put a rating on there if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, I will see y'all later.